of the things about taking money from colleges, right?
Yeah.
What revenue you tell us and what revenue actually comes in.
Yeah.
Right, and this is just experience.
Yes,
right?
yes,
That
yes.
Build revenue and actual revenue have a huge lacuna.
Right.
But is that the same with you? Like, build revenue could be 100 rupees, but actual collected is 40 rupees. That's what I've seen till date whenever you bill colleges.
Right.
Because it's for colleges, they're not usually profit making.
Right.
So they want to delay payments as much as possible.
Yes.
And sometimes collection is a big issue.
Yes.
And we've lost a lot of money personally on both investing in startups that sold to colleges and schools, and also investing in the debt.
Okay.
Right, where we sort of gave venture debt type solutions to startups and for providing equipment to colleges and schools, and we've not recovered. We're definitely less than 1x recovery on these.
Wow.
Right, and we had very deep conversations on this early on. I think we butted a lot of heads right initially, and because you do see the growth, you do see the numbers. And I think initial collection when we started doing the cohort,
cohort analysis,
was about 30%.
Yes,
32%.
Yes. So I'll tell you very funny story around that. So in the very first year, our build revenue was 54 lakhs, and these are the exact numbers that I'm telling you, and our recovery was 34 lakhs.
Yeah.
So exactly the same point that was out there.
Recovery as the outstanding amount.
Outstanding amount was 34 lakhs.
Actual revenue was 20 lakhs.
Actual revenue was 20 lakhs. Yeah.
Right.
So that's when we started.
But you paid GST on 54 lakhs.
We paid GST on 54 lakhs. Yeah.
That's how the conversation started.
That's how the conversation started. Yes, exactly. So we were at 30% in the very beginning when it comes to the colleges wala part. We pushed it to 60% after the initial discussions. Today I can proudly say that we are at 96%.
Wow.
And this is what we have done, and I would like to thank you for actually pushing.
I would like to thank you.
Right. So initially, I was very frustrated. This is the time to grow, and this is the time to actually build the revenue and make it. And so I remember one time we having a conversation back in 2022, in the very beginning of 2022, and I was like, let's make this as a free solution for colleges for now, and then we can bill them in some other way.
Yeah.
Where you stood the grounds and you were like, no, you do not have to do that. You sell less, you just grow by 7%, 8%, 10% month on month, but do not do this, because otherwise you'll not even get them to pay any value add services.
Yeah.
And that is very true. And that proved very true in our scenario, wherein it improved gradually, but it is a solid revenue that we are making.
Yeah.
So the idea here is that if you have the right solution, and if you actually pitch it in the right way, which is actually solving people's problem, then everybody pays.
Correct.
And the the moment you just say, okay, we can do that and we can negotiate, and you are seeing a bigger fake picture, I would say that, okay, let's bill it and the money will come. Then you most of the time is just spent in recovery, and which is a headache in itself, where you do not have your mind free for the next big thing that you could have in making, wherein you are just struggling to get those payments right there. And cash flows and revenues are totally different things.
Yeah, definitely. Just like price and value are two different things. Price and value, yeah. but so I think, and just to maybe go a little bit deeper on that topic, right? That what we were really discussing at the time was that, the easiest thing to do is to sell something free.
Yes.
Right. But once you sell something free, you've already said that there is no value to it.
Exactly.
And which means if there is no value to it, why should somebody in the future also pay for it?
Right.
And once you've said, and it's so difficult, and I'm glad we had this conversation, because there were other founders we had this conversation with also, and some agreed, some didn't.
Yes.
But the good thing is that the ones that forced the customer to pay, right, also got the feedback that was valuable.
Yes.
Because if you ask somebody to pay, a college might be paying 50,000, 60,000, a lakh rupees a year, I'm guessing.
Right.
And if you didn't give them value back of at least 5 lakhs, right, the next year they're not renewing.
Yes.
Or at least they'll call you and yell at you.
Right.
And I think that somebody interacting with your brand,
right,
to the level of calling you and yelling at you, ki, I expected this from your brand, you did not do this.
Yes.
Is way more important than somebody being indifferent to it.
Exactly. It's invaluable. Yeah. That is what I'd say. Otherwise, like, free products, they just eat dust.
Yeah. And
That's what happens.
why would they ever give you any feedback?
Exactly.
Other than good feedback? Because then I never paid anything for it. Right.
Right.
So the value of zero is zero at the end of the day.
Exactly.